Hello everybody, we are back to talk about how to make money on ClickBank, but before we do that, I want to give you a quick update about where I am, what I've been doing for the last few weeks. I've shipped off from Lisbon, where I was in the last video that I shot, and in this video, I'm back in Thailand in a small island called Koh Phi Phi. Now, Koh Phi Phi, very beautiful, very small. You can actually see here that people stay in this middle strip here, and it was actually decimated by the tsunami in 2004. Yesterday, I took a trip to Maya Bay, which is a part of the Koh Phi Phi Island area. And Maya Bay is an absolutely beautiful beach. And if you take a look at the pictures here, you may think, well, Brendan, this beach looks pretty damn familiar. And the reason why it may look familiar to you is it's actually the location where the movie The Beach was shot. So it was a beautiful, fantastic day. I loved going for a swim there. They actually had snorkeling activities, and you could actually chill out there for a few hours before you had to take the boat back. It's actually an amazing experience. So if I could recommend anything to people that are going traveling, check out Thailand, because not only is it a great experience, but they have amazing, beautiful nature, and in a lot of cases, your budget can handle a trip to Thailand because it's very cheap once you get here. So in this video, we're going to look at exactly how to make a good amount of money on ClickBank. We're going to talk about how you pick which product to promote. We're going to look at all the various different ways that you can promote your product. I'm even going to have a free giveaway at the end of the video, which you should definitely stick around for. I encourage you while watching this video to leave me comments below about anything that you have questions about, whether you're confused or whether there's something you want to know more about. I'm going to try and stay on top of the comments and answer absolutely everybody that gives me a question or a query that they want to have an answer to. Before you pick a product, you have to pick a market area that you want to focus on. So you're going to see on the left sidebar here that you have a bunch of different categories to choose from, and your product is going to fit into one of these categories. Now, you really can pick, in a lot of cases, what you're passionate about, but I will give you one little disclaimer here. You really don't want to pick topics where people aren't spending money, which sounds very obvious. So what you want to think about when you're picking a category or a topic is you want to think, is this an area where people have an insatiable desire to buy a product? Okay, do they have some very significant reason? I'll give you the contrast here. So let's say, for example, if I picked cooking, well, generally, when you're selling a cooking related product, people don't need to buy your cooking product. They might decide to buy your cooking product, but they don't have any kind of like passionate or like pain point or emotional reason why they absolutely need to buy your product. Now, when it comes to something like health, or it comes to something like fitness, for example, this is an area where you have customers that are emotionally charged and ready to make purchases. Because if you have a guy that's, say, 30, 40 pounds overweight, and he has decided that enough is enough, he needs to shed these pounds, he wants to impress the women in his life, he wants to get a date, he wants to shed off that excess weight, he is an emotional customer, and for that reason is going to be way more likely to actually buy stuff, and way more likely to buy stuff at a higher price. So my first recommendation is think about the areas where people are going to spend money, and then think about the areas where people are going to be willing to spend more money. If you focus on the niche of selling cookbooks, you're going to make a few bucks, or maybe at best like $10, $15 per sale or something like that. And it's going to be really hard for you to even get a sale in the first place. Whereas if you do something like health, or you do something like make money online, you're going to be targeting people that actually are ready to make a change. They're emotionally invested in actually making a purchase. And for that reason, they're going to be more likely to buy, and they're going to be more likely to spend more money. Now, my particular focus, which is the one that I'm going to focus on for this video, is online marketing, because that's where my business is currently situated. Now, of course, everything that I teach you in this video can be transferred or applied to other markets, but we're going to look at this one for this video for the example for you to look at, okay? Now, once we pick our category, mine is e-business and e-marketing. The first thing that you want to switch right away is it says sort results by. and by default it's on popularity. You want to switch this to gravity. Okay, now what gravity is going to show you is the amount of affiliates that are making a sale of this product. So popularity is not bad, and you're actually going to notice that there are some similarities in the results between popularity and gravity. Popularity is based on the amount of sales of the product, right? But what's more important is how many affiliates are actually having success selling it. So gravity is a slightly better metric, and it's a simple 2-second change that you should make right at the very beginning. So once we've changed to gravity and we're looking at the products that are selling the best for affiliates, there's a few things that we want to look at. What you're going to notice is that beneath every single product here, there are a bunch of icons. These icons are going to give you information about that product. The ones that you want to pay attention to is you're always going to see this flag, so who cares about that? The things that you do want to see is you want to see this dollar sign, which most of these products are going to have anyways, but basically it just makes it convenient for the customer. They only have to pay one time. The next thing that you want to look for is you want to see this arrow pointing upwards. Okay. Now, when you have this arrow pointing upwards, that means that there are upsells to the initial purchase. Now, in a very rare circumstance, I would pick a product to promote that doesn't have upsells, but that would be an exception to the rule, because in general, you're going to make way more money when you're picking to promote products that actually have upsells. So this one right away, you can see here it's $23 sale, but it doesn't have any upsells. This one would be a waste of my time, because even if I manage to make the sale, I'm not going to make that much money, right? So you want to pick stuff that has this up arrow for the most part, and even better, it doesn't necessarily need to have this for me to promote it, but it's even better if you see these two blue arrows. If you see these two blue arrows here, that means that you're going to be getting a recurring commission for this product, and your customers are going to be billed every single month, which means that for as long as they say subscribe to the product, you keep getting commissions in the future forever. So that's why a product like passive income here, you can see here that the initial product makes you $23, but then it also has upsells, right? After that initial sale, there's a recurring cost to be a part of CB passive income, and it tells you what it says, the average rebill total here. This is the average amount of money that an average customer will spend in recurring payments. So in general, you're going to be much better off if you pick a product that has upsells and also has recurring payments. So if we look at the criteria that we just talked about and we go through these products, CB passive income could be an attractive option for you because we have upsells, recurring, and one-time payment. Take surveys for cash. We have an upsell. We don't have recurring. I would side against this one because I can make $31, but I can't make anything recurring. Okay. Paid social media jobs. Again, the average rebill total here is $0. So even though it lists as recurring, you can see here that for some reason the recurring is not coming through, and it's only $19 per sale. That's not very good. And you can see here there's a $70 one, $10 one, $633 one. If you do a good job of doing bigger commission sales, you can make a lot of money by promoting a product that has a high average dollars amount of sales. So you look here, the recurring fee here, the average rebill total is $651, right? And the initial sale is only $46. So that's the power of recurring, and that's why you actually want to look for these icons and pick products that have the recurring and the upsell button. Once you've picked a product that you want to promote, like Affiliorama, for example, you would just click on the promote button. And when you get to this promote button, it's going to ask you for your account nickname, and I have mine here. And then it's going to ask you for a tracking ID. Now, the tracking ID you don't necessarily need to have, but the reason why I recommend it is because if you use a tracking ID for each of the different traffic sources that you're getting, you can see which traffic sources are converting and spend more time on that traffic source. So let's say, for example, that you're getting traffic from your blog, and you're getting traffic from YouTube, and you're getting traffic from Pinterest and all these different sources. Maybe it's possible, and in a lot of cases this happens, where one traffic source is equating to like 80% of your revenue. Well, if there's one traffic source that's giving you all your revenue, that's where you want to put your attention. And then on the flip side, if there's a traffic source that's not making you any sales, then why would you put any effort or focus on it? So for example, I put tracking ID here, YouTube, and then I just click on the create button. And it's going to give me my code here so that if I put an affiliate link on my YouTube channel, for example, I'm going to know how much traffic and how many sales I get from people clicking on that link. So you can just copy this link here, and then we can save this to paste later. And I recommend using a tool like Evernote. I use Evernote for everything to store my affiliate links and track everything that I'm going to use at a later time. Okay, so now we're going to get to how to promote your ClickBank affiliate link. The first thing that you want to do is go to a website called tinyurl.com, and there are actually a lot of websites that offer this same service, so all of them are going to do the exact same thing. Basically what you want to do is you want to take your big, massive ClickBank link and you want to make it tiny, just as this service describes, right? And the reason why you want to do that is because when you have this big wonking link here, it's going to be looking very unattractive and unappealing to people that are going to see it. And really, it's going to decrease your conversion rate when you present this link as opposed to having a nice little tiny link like this one. So it just looks better aesthetically, and it actually will boost your conversion rate. And it takes a second or two to do. So why not make this quick step? You just want to copy this new link. And this is the link that we're going to be using to get promotions to. The first thing that you can do is YouTube. Now, obviously, I'm a huge advocate of using YouTube. My channel here has a little over 100,000 views per month at this point. That's a little over 100,000 people that you can direct to your affiliate offers. Now, I don't go too crazy on affiliate links, you know that, but if I do decide to do an affiliate promotion, there's a product that I really stand behind, then there's a couple ways that you can do it. The first way that you can do it is you can actually put the link itself inside of your video description. Now this is really easy to do. You just edit the video description here and you can see like get this product. I'm promoting Profit Builder here, and then I would put my affiliate link right here. Okay. The next thing that you can do is you can actually use video link annotations. Now, if you do video link annotations, your amount of clicks that you get onto your affiliate link are going to be way higher. So you can immediately 10 times your results just by learning how to do link annotations and putting the affiliate link in your link annotation. Now, a question that a lot of you should be having at this point, well, some of you anyways, if you know the terms of service of YouTube, is that you need to only have links that go to your personal domain that can be included in link annotations. So I can't have a tiny URL or a ClickBank link as my link annotation. But you can get around that by using services like PrettyLink. And the service that I use is not PrettyLink, but it's like PrettyLink. And basically what it does, I'm going to log into my site here so that you can see what I'm talking about. What it will do is it will turn the link into being a link from a different website to being a link coming from your website. Now, when you do that, when you have the link coming from your website, and what I use is AdTrax Gold, but again, there's a service, and you just have to Google search it, but there's a service called PrettyLink, and it's the same kind of idea as what I'm about to show you. So if you don't want to get AdTrax Gold, which I don't blame you, you can get PrettyLink Lite, and that's a free WordPress plugin. So anyways, I'm going to use AdTrax Gold because that's what I use. So I just put into my link here, and PrettyLink would be the same way. I put into my YouTube code here, so let's say YouTube and Affiliorama, and I have my link here, and then I'm just going to click on clicks only and generate my link. And again, like I just said, the PrettyLink will operate the exact same way as this. You get your link, and now you have a link coming from your domain. Now, when you have a link coming from your domain, you can use that in your video link annotations because it's still a link coming from your domain, even though it's redirecting to your ClickBank affiliate promotion. So I just shared with you in the last 2 minutes exactly how to 10 times your results from YouTube by using a link shortening, service connected to your domain, and using a link video annotation to get people to your ClickBank promotions. Now this video, for example, has 23,000 views in it. I've actually made a good number of sales here to WP Profit Builder by having my affiliate link inside of the video. But the really important thing to note here is that nobody's really going to buy from your link if you have a crappy video. So one thing that you really want to maintain here is the reason why I make affiliate sales from my YouTube channel is because I provide value in my videos and people want to go through my link. So anytime you're doing an affiliate promotion, you want to be the guy that people want to buy from. You don't want to be the guy that's forcing people to click and basically doing marketing in a way where people don't want to buy from you. Because if people don't want to buy from you, they're in most cases going to find a way not to buy from you. So YouTube is a great way to do it. The video description is the basic way that most people do. The advanced way of doing it doesn't take very much extra time, is to use a video link annotation. The next way to promote your ClickBank affiliate link is another free traffic source. This time we're talking about Facebook, but we're not going to be talking about how to spam Facebook groups or how to spam Facebook pages. We're actually going to talk about just using your personal Facebook profile. Now, of course, because we're using our personal Facebook profile, not everybody's going to want to do this, but this is an amazing opportunity if this is suitable to your interests and you're willing to do this. First of all, I am on Facebook, so if you look me up here, I don't know if I'm going to have the same profile picture here, but you can add me as a friend, and I would love to have you if you're similar minded to me and you want to learn how to make money online. I love to connect and talk with my followers, so definitely feel free to add me on there. I want to show you a guy, a marketer that uses Facebook, his personal profile, to make an absolute killing. So this is a friend of mine named Paul DeSouza. Now, Paul DeSouza has been online marketing for a while now, but he uses Facebook as good as anyone I know, and he boils it down to such a simple strategy that really anybody could do this. So what Paul does is he posts videos that people want to see, or he posts Facebook status updates that people want to see rather. And lots of times he talks about soccer or, like what's going on. So there's a soccer pick here, or just stuff that people are going to be interested in. He asks people about their opinions. He connects. He uses Facebook as a social network to actually connect and engage with people. But then he does marketing related statuses, and because he has that engagement, a lot of people continue to respond and engage with his marketing status updates where he can make a lot of money. So here's a good example of one here where he has this simple little status where he says, hey, want to run an easy business from your smartphone and make $1,000 commissions all day long? Well, what's your answer to that? Of course, most people would like to be able to do that. Then he gives you a simple call to action where he says hit like and type I want, and I will give you the information. Okay. Now this is such a simple strategy because look at the engagement that he's got from that simple call to action request. So he's gotten 135 comments and 124 likes. So these are all people that have stated that they want to learn how to make $1,000 commissions all day long. Okay. Now, once you know who wants it and they've actually stated that they want this, this is where you can do a very simple affiliate marketing promotion by pitching them directly. Now, your promotion is going to be a little bit, your conversion rate's not going to be necessarily amazing because when you contact these people, you're going to be going for the sale, but it's going to be better than cold calling or cold messaging people because these people have already made the commitment and decided that they want to learn how to make money online. So it's very simple. At this point, you would just find these people that all decided that they wanted to learn how to make money online, and then you would send them a message on Facebook and say, hey, I noticed that you wanted to learn how to get $1,000 commissions. This is the program or course that I've been using that have been giving me great results. And that's where you would give your ClickBank affiliate link. And you'd even guide them and say, okay, like if you have any questions about it or you want to learn about my experience with the product, then hit me up and I will provide you with support with your purchase. Now you can make a lot of sales this way. It's really easy. And Paul DeSouza did it with 2 simple sentences on a status update. And this is something that he does regularly if you follow him and you're a friend of his. And people love it. when he does promotions this way, he doesn't burn any bridges because he still has the friendly, helpful status updates and the social status updates in mixed with the business status updates. Now, if you're making affiliate recommendations through personal connections, like you're using Facebook or you're using some kind of social network to direct people to your affiliate offer, you really want to know about the product that you're directing them to, because you really, in any relationship or situation in business, you don't want it to be a win-lose. You always want it to be a win-win, which means that you have to understand and know that the product that you're recommending them to is valuable, and then you actually have some value to add, some advice or some support that you can give them throughout their purchase. If you're not doing that, then you're not going to last long with this strategy, because people are going to call you out as not being a valuable contributor to the social network. So if you're just spamming people, you're not going to last long term. The reason why Paul lasts long doing stuff like this is because he recommends things, but then he actually gives his advice and supports people through the process of purchasing them. Now, you may think, well, that's a lot of time to invest. It's really not, because something like Affiliorama, like we were just looking at, it's a $700 average sale per person, and Paul might go through, like 10 or 15 minutes giving people helpful social information, advice, comfort when it comes to making that purchase. So for a $600 sale, yes, he has to interact, and yes, he has to support people and connect with them, but that connection time really, in terms of dollars per hour, is insane. And again, if you're promoting the right products, it's a win-win, right? Because you're promoting something that's actually of value and you're giving people support with their purchase. So that's what I would recommend to you. And the best way to know the product and to actually have support to offer on top of the product is that you would have to buy it yourself, right? Or you would at the very least, have to have a good understanding about what the product is going to be teaching, and also have reviews from people that have gone through the product so you know what the expectations are. But you should have a firm grasp of what you're promoting, because the most embarrassing, most awkward thing you could do is promote a product and then people would say, okay, well, what am I going to learn? And then you have nothing to tell them because you don't care. You're just dropping an affiliate link because you want to make a sale. That's not going to work. So understand what you're promoting when you're doing these social conversions, and I'm going to share with you another network that you can set up for close to free, where you can make a lot of affiliate sales. So now let's talk about how to make money from a blog. Now, a blog does cost a little bit of money, but it's really ridiculously close to free. You can get hosting with HostGator for a few dollars per month, especially if you use the coupon code GET25 off your bill. I'll leave that coupon code in the video description so that if you decide to set up a website today, you can get the best possible price on your hosting. So with that coupon code and setting up a WordPress site, you're really looking at an expense of just like a few dollars per month to have your very own self-hosted website. Now, with your very own self-hosted website, there are different ways that you can make money online. Later in the video, I'm going to talk about email marketing, so don't worry about that for now. The first thing that you can do is on your sidebar, you can have ads to your ClickBank products. And actually, 2 days ago, I made a sale from CB Passive Income from this exact ad that's on the sidebar of my website. So you can make some casual sales from the sidebar, but you're not going to make a lot of sales from that. That's just going to be a little bit of a free supplemental income that's going to lead to some passive, easy sales over time. The next place, the best place actually to make sales from your blog, is when you do a product review. Now, when I do a product review like this one right here, Longtail Pro Review, which I did in July 2015, the product review is going to basically convince people that they should purchase this product. So you want to make it clear and have an incentive and do a good job with your copy to get people to click over to Longtail Pro and then make a purchase through your link, right? Now, product reviews are pretty straightforward. If you have any questions about the best way to do a product review, feel free to leave a comment below. But now I'm going to show you a good strategy, a good traffic strategy to get free traffic to your review that's going to lead to a bunch of sales. This is a traffic strategy that I've talked about before. What we're going to be talking about is called interaction-based marketing, and it's a really simple concept that's also very effective. So what we do is, first of all, we have our blog post here, and we're going to take a look and brainstorm what problem is our product solving. So our product in this blog post is Longtail Pro. Now, Longtail Pro is a product that's going to make keyword research really easy and really powerful. So who's going to be interested in this product? Well, very obviously, the people that are going to be interested in Longtail Pro are going to be people that are interested in how to do keyword research. So what we do here is we just do a quick Google search and we'd say how to do keyword research. And all we would do is we would look through the results and find places where we can enter the conversation and direct people back to our blog. So we can find here, for example, we'd look here and find this post. And we have a blog post here that's teaching people how to do keyword research. And at the end, I can enter into the conversation and I can say, great post. And I can actually figure out what his name is. Great, or in this case, it's a woman. My apologies. So great post, Julia. I have also created a write-up on keyword research on my blog. And then I'd have some kind of write-up here. You don't want to just be spamming, so you kind of want to appeal to the blogger's ego, talk about how great of a job they did, the benefits of what your post talks about, and then you would link back, check out my blog post, and then you would have a link back to your blog. Now, other blogs are a great way to get a little bit of traffic and backlinks back to your site. Another great source is forums. So there's really popular forums in all different kinds of industries, like the WarriorForum is a great example of a community where people are talking about internet marketing. You can direct people back from the WarriorForum back to your blog. And in pretty much every case here, you're not going to get a huge wave of traffic every time you leave a comment. In reality, you're going to get a small trickle of traffic from all these different sources. But if you do enough of these comments, you do enough forum posting, then all of these small trickles are going to accumulate and eventually are going to add to a good source of recurring passive free traffic. Now, there is a good way to actually set this up so you'll spend even less time and that you can actually take care of a lot of the research process of finding these posts for you. So instead of actually going directly to Google and searching to find these topics, what you can do is you can subscribe to a service called Google Alerts. And Google Alerts is fantastic. It's a free service provided by Google. And what you can do here is that you can actually enter in alerts here on topics that you're familiar with or where you have reviews linking to affiliate products. And what that's going to do is that Google is going to send you a notification email every time there is a good, thriving new post on a topic that you have an alert for. So that means I can have an alert here on how to do keyword research, for example, and Google's going to send me an email and say, hey, this new blog post is talking about keyword research. You'll probably be interested in it. Or they're going to send me an alert for keyword research and say, hey, there's this forum going on in the WarriorForum right now where people are talking about keyword research. It's going to be sent directly to your email. So you can actually go from your email, go to those posts, and it's going to take care of the research phase for you. So it's really easy. All you have to do is every time you get an email with a Google alert, you go to that post, contribute your value, contribute your information, and then drop a link back to your blog. Really, really cool, really powerful, 100% free. It's not going to be super powerful within the first 10 days or even 15 days or whatever of you doing this. But if you do this over time, eventually you're going to have a real easy, recurring, passive, free source of traffic that's going to be never ending and growing over time. Now, of course, the best way to do any kind of affiliate promotion is through list building. Now, if you follow people that are actually successful at online marketing, they will tell you time and time again that the money is in the list. Now, the reason why you keep hearing that is because it is 100% true. Now, list building, I'm not going to go into detail in this video about because I've created a full video series that's going to show you how to combine email marketing with ClickBank. I'll leave a link to that video series at the top right of this video. I highly recommend after you finish this video that you watch that video series, because it will show you in depth the most powerful way to make affiliate ClickBank sales on a recurring basis and ramp up as quickly as possible. So it's a very simple strategy. The overall concept of it is that you have an opening landing page that's designed to collect email addresses. So instead of sending people directly to the affiliate promotion, you're sending people to collect the email first. Now, the reason why this is powerful is because when you get traffic for the first time and you send them to your first recommendation, usually people don't buy the first time that they click one of your links. They usually do not buy. And actually the research shows that people tend to buy after they've clicked on your links about 5 to 6, 7 times. So you really need people to click more than once to actually get that purchase. Now, how do you get people to click more than once if they click on the link and then they're gone forever? The answer is that you can't get them to click more than once, because they are now gone. The only way to get them to click more than once is to have an email list where you can send people emails over time and direct them to various different products every single day. Having an email list is like having traffic on tap, and you get to decide where you put that traffic. It's very, very powerful. It's going to lead to lots of sales, and it's the best recommendation that I can give to you. Now, of course, because it's the most powerful, it's also the strategy that has the biggest learning curve, and it does require a little bit of investment as well. However, it is more than worth it, okay? So definitely check out that video series. But now we're going to talk about the bonus that I'm including in this video. Because email marketing is the fastest and most effective way to make good money online, I'm going to be giving away a video where I show you how to do simple 5-minute email promotions. And the reason why I'm giving away this freebie is because email marketing is so powerful, but people are afraid to do email marketing because they're scared of the learning curve. Like, they're not going to be able to do it. So I've simplified the process. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do these simple email promotions in just 5 minutes of your time that anybody could do. So this is going to be very copy and paste simple, very easy to do. All you have to do to get your access to this video, to this freebie, is you need to share with one of the social buttons that I have set up. I'm going to give you the link to this freebie at the top right of the video. So make sure you click on that, get this freebie. It's incredibly valuable, and it's only going to be available to people that go through this link and share my YouTube video. So for those of you that have continued on and watched this full video, congratulations, because you have proven that you are determined to make this online thing work. Well, if you want to learn a bunch of amazing, awesome strategies to ramp up your online income, then definitely check out the rest of my YouTube channel, where I have tons of videos just like this one that are going to show you exactly how to make money online. Subscribe to the channel for future updates, and while you're subscribed, take a look at the videos section, and again, you're going to find over 100 videos providing value and giving you tips exactly on how to make money online. So thanks for watching the video. I will see you guys in the next one.